In today's video, green and white aggro within Selesnya rabbits. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I'm absolutely pleased as punch to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video, in which, as always, we'll be breaking down our deck list in depth, discussing the strategies, the synergies held within, demonstrating this against the best decks and players in-game, and concluding with our deck review, channel news, and everything else groovy. Now, this is to give you a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively, so it's not just a list that you need to learn. You're going to be winning those games right away, understanding the deck, and utilizing it to its fullest capacity. Cheers. You want to help out? Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, join the community Discord, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy. Let's go.
It's a new lap record.
Wrong screen, LOL. Peter, Nickel Eater. If you know, you know. This is a great deck. It's going to get you lots of wins in standard with a 2.3 average mana value and 22 land to support our very aggressive curve, which is, a little bit inflated because we're never going to be casting the Knight-Errant of Eos for 5 mana. Building around the Valley Questcaller, a 2/3 for 2. Whenever one or more other rabbits, bats, birds, and or mice you control enter, scry 1. We just are playing with rabbits today, and of course, all of those creature types will also get +1/+1. Again, just rabbits for us. This is really nice. It's going to push up the field. We, in a similar fashion, will use Finneas, Ace Archer, 2 mana, 2 power, 2 toughness, with Vigilance and Reach. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control that is a token or a rabbit. And if we have total power of creatures equaling 10, we can draw a card as well, which is really, really good. On that note, talking about our tokens, we have the Pollen-Shield Hare, 2 mana, 2/2. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1. Now they're getting +3, which is pretty aggressive. On that note, we have Invasion of Gobakhan as well, transforming into Light Shield Array. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn, further accenting that field strength. And then Virtue of Loyalty, doing the exact same thing for 5. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures, which is pretty cool. And then finally, but certainly not least, the Warren Warleader for 4. Whenever you attack, you can give attacking creatures +1/+1 until the end of turn, or make a 1/1 that's tapped and attacking as well. But, just kind of talking about all of the different ways to power up our field state with those +1/+1s, which is really, really cool, right? Of course, Virtue of Loyalty has the adventure at instant speed tagged to it, which makes it viable in your curve. Of course, the Ace Archer can help this as well. You're going to create, for 2 mana at instant speed, a 2/2 with Vigilance, which is pretty cool, right? So that's on the back end. We'll also, because you see how many creatures we're playing, we're going to be convoking them with the Knight. It's a 4 mana 4/4. When it enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal 2 creatures with mana value X or less, where X was the number of creatures that convoked to the Knight, and put 2 of them into your hand, which is really good, right? So going wide with rabbits, grabbing more rabbits, and then powering up the rabbits, okay? We have some removal in deck. 3 copies of Hard-Hitting Question, 1 mana sorcery. Creature you control deals damage equal to its power to creature or planeswalker you don't control, and that's quite nice. And it's really easy for us to power up our creatures. Gateway of the Express, 2 mana. When it enters, deal damage equal to the number of creatures you control to a creature that an opponent controls, which is pretty cool. Furthermore, when you attack with 3 creatures, it will solve, and creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of turn, adding to our list of +1 effects. I've forgotten about that earlier. So you can see literally the majority of the deck is that, okay? We can go wide, hop to it, 4 copies of this for 3 mana at sorcery, creating 3 1/1s. This is really, really good. 3 bodies for 3 mana that we can use to convoke, that we can push up by like 10. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then capitalizing on our tokens with the Seasoned Warrenguard, 1 mana, 1/2. When it attacks, if you control a token, it gets +2. that's kind of crazy. It's going to be a 3/2 for 1 mana. Thank you very much. That, again, powers up. And then the Pawpatch Recruit, 1 mana, 2/1 with Trample. Also Offspring, allowing you to make a 1/1 token copy of it as it enters, which is, again, quite nice, as it is a token and a rabbit. And whenever a creature you control becomes target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control other than that creature. All right, and, you know, this honestly kind of fits into this slot as well, where it's helping push up the rest of our team. However, it's single target. Everything else, you know, is really getting, you know, multiple creatures up in the air to be a little bit stronger. So we're going really wide with our creatures to convoke with the Knight. We also have the adventure within the Hare Raising. 1 mana, target creature you control gets Vigilance and +1/+1 until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. I like to put this on the Trample creature, the Pawpatch Recruit. And then, you know, it's going to be confirmed damage via that Trample. Of course, you know, if you're going wide enough, it's not really going to matter if they don't have blockers, etc. 3 Tree City can tap for 3, adding color equal to the number of rabbits we control, which is really cool. Late game, potentially allows you to do the Offspring of your Warleader for 6. That's a little bit expensive. And your Offspring of your Recruit for 3. You know, that's not inconsequential either. As well as, you know, allowing you to double cast. That's going to be the big one, right? And then we have the Village in deck as well. This can give a +1/+1 counter on each rabbit that entered the battlefield this turn. You know, hop to it with 3 of them coming in. It's pretty crazy. So, you know, that kind of goes over here as well, but we'll leave it with our land. And then the Caverns, so we can't be countered, right? That's the deck. It's pretty cool. Again, you know, there's not a ton of removal, but your main focus isn't to be a control deck. It's to take out key cards, right? Take out their Shieldred, if it happens to be there. Something like this. And then just power through, right? Like, attack so they're forced to block, and that's your removal, okay? And then they're, you know, their blockers aren't going to be there next turn, and then this is where you can convert that damage. I hope you enjoy. I should do a pretty good job today at piloting this deck. I think we went 6-1, which is pretty cool. So, you know, definitely a really good deck to rank up with right now, and actually a lot of fun to play if you're an aggro enthusiast like myself. Cheers. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy today's gameplay. Let's win some games. On the draw, keeping 7, turn 1 and 2 are here. Lizards shouldn't be too bad past turn. We can't block, unfortunately. The ability allows it to push up quite successfully, hitting for 3. Let's hit for 1. At least it's something, Mac. Again, no block. Hit for 3, potentially 4. Probably could find better things to use the removal on later on in the game. It's a good hit. We're grabbing back a lot of that tempo that we had lost in the first few turns. Go aggro, be conservative. Again, no blocks. That single 1-drop is like keeping pace. That's impressive. Okay, that's not great. 3 mana still. Okay, Jasper's pretty decent. Just push them all up, right? Jasper's still gonna kill. No, maybe the token is better. Because we kill Jasper anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna make that token. Keep that other Warleader there on top so we can draw it. Our total power is over 10 with the Ace Archer. And what is this? 6, 10, 14. It does require blockers. Huh. They're saying, no, it doesn't. I'll say if it requires blockers or not. Late to the recording. Whoops! I mean, rabbits. I think we went first, but we didn't have a turn 1. They played their turn 1, and then their turn 2. All is well. That's actually quite strong, eh? Let's give him one of these. Thank you. It's kind of a weird way to do this, but hey! We out here, homie. We'll make it work. Ooh, backup. Well, it's a good thing they didn't play 2 of them. No blocks, dude. Okay, this is going to be nice. We'll just push all our rabbits up by 1 on the turn. And then they don't block it, and we get the +1 counter. Okay. Their removal priority has shifted away from the Archer to the Warleader. They have 4 in hand. Ugh. So that's your 3rd Questcaller? Are you serious, Arena? What is your deal lately? I feel like I can't play a match without my opponent, and maybe even sometimes myself. 3 of a kind, you know, in like the top 3. It's a little bit much sometimes, I find. Let's drop it like it's hot. That's quite good. And then we're gonna take you. Do you think they double block? Well, we go to 6 anyways. So we go up on the turn just like before. They could still double block. But I think the damage is done, right? And I take that Questcaller in the block priority. Or block order, I should say. Oh, they're good. They don't want to lose it, right? Okay, down to 7. Keep this to Offspring, or just play now? Let's just play now. And that way it can attack, because we're already pretty close to lethal, right? Ooh, the Mentor, that can be pretty chunky. Chanky? Oh, okay, now we actually are in trouble. Huh. Ooh. I need a good card. Like that. Yes. It goes on trample. Oh, yeah, and then we play it. Oh, yeah. And then we go, I'm coming over! These all hit for 3. But we still go for it. An additional 3/3 attacking. Oh, and they don't even want us to decide. What would be the play here? Do we push the whole team up again? Or do we make an additional attacker? I'm leaning towards the attacker, if I'm being honest, but... good game. Going first, you know, 1-drop is here. We got like a 2-drop active as well. We're going to maybe save the recruit for 3 if we can, but Either way, just building to the War Leader on 4. Hello and good game, my friend. And, of course, good luck in your match. May the shuffler be forever in your favor. Let's first and foremost see what we're dealing with. Let me have it. We really just need a third land. And they can build into the, you know, the helix as well. Probably just get hit with another creature here. No land sucks. Would only be, like, they could still trade with it, right? Wouldn't be good there. Sorry for being slow. Just weighing options. I actually prefer that. That's not bad. And then this should keep their attack back as well. Like, they need a defender or else I flip invasion. And they don't want me to flip invasion before they get to 4. No Valiant trigger on it, which means they must have a 3, like something else. But still, why not do that first for the Valiant trigger? Still no land. That sucks. They want to rage it defensively. I guess we still trade with it. I mean, that's fine with me. Or just block. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's still a pretty good trade, isn't it? Oh, this is where it gets bad, though. Oh, they've got 2 of them. Why not use the 4-mana one? Like, what do you need this 2 mana for? Now you're stuck paying 4 next turn. Where is my land? I love this game. Like, what the? All right, down to 16. I mean, we're not out of it if we can draw a land. Okay. 2 in hand that we don't see. 1 in play only. As long as they don't find themselves an engine of sorts. Let's look in hand. What you got over there, Willis? I want to see it. A 3rd Lightning Helix. This is what I'm talking about all the time. Just like, I got it. I freaking got it, dude. Oh, you got to cast it, homie. I would probably let them have one and just keep the light shield. Is that crazy of me? Are they done with it? Not a bad card. Land. Helix is up. No attack. 4th land? No. Let's take this. This is going to force them into their Helix. They don't use it. Again, let's flip. Guaranteed. Light shield, saving the day. I mean, we've not been too aggressive. This isn't, like, anything scary. They're just fighting the shuffler. Like, they're flooding. I'm bricking. We have the exact opposite problem. Like they, Boros mouse deck doesn't want 6 lands. Okay, that's going to go right to the chopper. Get to the chopper! Good game, homie. Opponent goes first. Let's mulligan for a more responsive hand early game. Keeping 6. Tossing the hare. I want to keep the knight, I think. Can we find our... Oh, we need a green source. No. This could be bad. That's fine. Whatever. Your choice. Well, they probably might even just take the knight. I don't know. It's probably good. Or the Valley Questcaller. They probably see that we don't have a forest. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Oh, life gain deck. Amelia goes to 3. This is troublesome. No, it stays at 2. But they get a land. Play land. Our turn. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Doesn't matter because we're going to force shuffle here. Another knight, another Valley Questcaller. Let's go. Can we get a 4th land, though? They don't have removal. This is going to be brutal. Amelia to 3. 4th land. No, bat. And to 3. That's good. That is good. Three mana. 5 in hand. 20 life still. It gets put to the bottom. Here's the 4th land. 4 in hand that we don't see. Paying life. Lunar out. So they've paid life. They've gained life. They're making themselves a bat. And here is your 3rd Deep Cavern bat. The shuffler, like, oh, here's 3 of a kind. Ta-da! They're not even looking through their library. They just have it. Like every opponent I face. I was even taking pictures of it and putting it in my Discord earlier. Like match after match after match. 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind. I don't care if it's my opponent, if it's me. It's just, I care that it's happening and it should not be happening. You know? That's my worry. You can go, where is my land? And even I'm, what's that doing there? This is going on long enough. I'm going to smash town. Right? We don't want to just hold on and let them keep doing their thing. Let's get after it. Lethal in 2. Let's go. Right? Why take a 3rd when you have in 2? It's just another draw for them, right? Well, that's good, but maybe a little late. To the bottom. Case is not bad. Life gain's good, but you gotta be playing creatures on top of that, right? Is there like a field wipe here or something? Removal or we win? Right, I mean, they only have 1 blocker. Paying life for another lunar, so that's 2 blockers then, right? And a 3rd. There's gonna be a 4th. That's insane. And we actually go down to 13 here. I don't think they have enough, though. 4 blockers. Yeah, we're good. Oh, they do gain 1 life, though. I didn't take that into account. No, still. far beyond what lethal requirement is. Good game, dude. Our opponent's going first. We get to draw first, that means. Opening the match. This is a good card, and I am sick of it. Oh, it's 2 non-lands. Or 2 lands. So we're definitely doing non-land. I hate that card. I'm going to be slow every time they make me discard. Just try to flood the field, I guess. Hopefully there's no field wipe. No block, sadly. Toss the land. Crazy. Let's convoke. Wrong land is up. That's okay, though. We'll block the Preacher if we can. It's their card advantage. Oh, I bet they've got a third one, don't they? Absolutely. Two mana, 3 in hand. Ace out. Another knight. I think we're just going to get after it. The double Valley. I kind of wanted to go with the patchwork there. To go wide, but I think this will be okay. 2 in hand. It's the knight, isn't it? Ouch. All right, they're tapped out. And not defending? That's audacious. Idge, dude. Do we have lethal? 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, yeah. We don't need to play Virtue, we'll just take lethal. Right? Because the bunny ability pushing everyone. It's ridiculous. It's just so much damage. And we get a draw, which is pretty cool. I was tempted to Virtue there, but we're probably better off just to take lethal. All right, let's go first for a change. Really? Okay, can we get away with this on turn 3? Let's roll out. I think maybe we can. Or we get ultra punished for being slow. Oh, they're in slow, though. That's great news. And this is also great news. Do I get style points here? No, auto tapper! It doesn't matter. And this isn't a creature, so we wouldn't have been able to do it. They did not like us looking at their hand. What was that? Oh, no. That dominates them so hard. They have only lands after that. This is such a good card. Invasion of Gobakhan. Oh my Gobakhan. Well, Oakley dokely. You know, a really good deck to play right now. You know, it's like, what a crazy set we're in, right? Let's just talk about that for a moment. We have 5 different viable aggro decks within a single set that are all creature-based. Like, they're not burn decks or something. And they are all weighted fairly equally. You know, I'm the first one to complain about things. You guys know this. The diversity of the set is not there, sure. But what they've done a fantastic job at is balancing the set within itself. They've presented in a new, larger, format of Standard, coming out of rotation, a variety of new decks that can be played and compete against each other pretty decently. Who's going to win? It's kind of up in the air. It's not like, oh no, you gotta play the Rogues deck or whatever it happens to be of this set. So I think that is really, really nice. And if we could do that each set into the future, and maybe not always aggro decks, maybe next set is like combo deck City or mid-range deck City. I don't want to say Control. Sunfall can go away first, but I think they're already doing pretty well for themselves. It's just good to see the variety of playable decks in a single set. It's not like, oh, new set came out, you got one deck or you got 2 different decks. Like, this is pretty decent, and again, we're new to it. I'm sure that as the set continues to evolve, we're going to be seeing kind of like hybrid decks more so that might not typically be tribal based, as the set is really kind of pushing. And just playing good cards because they're good cards. A nice example of that might be the Warleader, right? You could play this just maybe in a mono white deck. You don't have to have rabbits. It's just a good card in itself. And, maybe we move away from kind of the gimmicky aggro decks into something more solidified. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Not only on that, but the deck in itself, any improvements that we could make, don't hesitate. Comments below. Thank you all so much. Have an absolute magical day. It's been my pleasure, and I am looking forward to seeing you all soon in the next. Take care.